Hi, everybody. I'm Catherine.
Hello, I'm Julie, and welcome to Floss, Paper, Scissor, episode number 10.
Are you sure about that?
Yep, double digits.
Wow.
Thank you, camera guy.
Oh.
We had assistance.
My dad's off screen.
Oh,
Get out of here with that, Tom.
He's such a guy, I'll tell ya. Trying a new camera setup, so hopefully we can bring all the goodness a little closer to you. Us, not so much, but the product maybe might be a little bit more seen. So, we've got a lot to share today.
Do we?
I
Really?
do. Some old stuff, some new stuff, some borrowed stuff, and some blue stuff.
I don't think
sorta.
anything's
No,
blue.
No, okay.
Nice try, though.
So, yeah, all right. Well, let's get started.
Okie dokie. What should we start with?
Well, Catherine had mentioned we should do a sal, a stitch along. I go with
A sal? That's called this. I just thought it was stitch along. There's an abbreviation.
S-A-L, sal.
Oh, you
stitch
guys,
along.
these abbreviations are so
Excuse
hard.
me. So I said, why don't we do a stitch along? And I go, well, with who? And she goes, with each other. So she was going through my stuff, showing what you found when you were sitting on the floor in my fabric bins.
So I found,
The fabric first.
well, I know, but I was going to be, like, informative or something. I don't know. Okay. So I found this bag. And it was full of this stuff. Okay. So there's this fabric. It's called Pompous Cashel, 28 count. Color scraps, hand-dyed fabric from Picture This Plus. Okay. Oh, you guys might want to see, like, a cool part of it. Look at that. Look at that, guys.
It's green.
Isn't
very
it
green.
fun? It's in the color green. That's our thing, right? We say that.
Yeah.
And then there was an obscene amount of Cadet by Weeks Dye Works. Like, we're talking a lot. Like,
And she's like, what are you going to do with this? And I said, I bought a pattern, but I haven't gotten around to it. So I just, rather than crumple the pattern up in that box, that big fabric tote.
she just willy-nilly discarded the fabric.
No, I
like,
separated them.
I'm done with this.
No.
It's going in this basket
I did
of
not.
fabric. Okay, so anyway, she did some looking and she found the pattern. It's Rosewood Manor, green on green.
It's beautiful.
And I'm like, ugh, I like green. I like stitching.
But even though it had an alphabet, she said it's something that she would do.
So I think alphabets are dumb, obvi, but I'm coming around because they're kind of everywhere.
Yeah, you can't
And
avoid
I
them.
clearly, if you look at my stack at the moment,
You're very alphabetical.
I'm very ABC-ish.
So I was thinking, I'll do that, but I would probably do it in black or red. And I'm like,
It'd be fun, right?
yeah, but here's the thing. Now let's get serious.
Now she's going to rain on my parade.
I know. I said, if you do it and I do it, and then when I, pass away, you'll have two of the same thing. So I go, maybe. I also found when I was looking through my stuff, this. Can you tell I like Rosewood Manor?
Summer Quakers.
Summer Quaker. And look at you guys. It even had all the things.
Oh,
The
Julie.
fabric on this was truffle cashel linen. It's got a pinky purplish tinge to it. It won't transmit. I can't move my arm yet that way. And then all of the fibers
It's a
in
little
her
like,
spring Quakers.
it's got a hint of pink, but it's mostly, I think it's mushroomy.
Yeah, mushroomy pink, yeah.
Well, a truffle. Is
And
that a
then
mushroom?
she has the Valdini 3-strand.
Houdini?
Valdani fibers.
Do you use all three strings at once, or do you
I
separate them?
think you separate them if you're doing 2-ply or
We
one
might have to
or
read
whatever.
instructions.
Yeah. So then I said to her, how about if we just do a Rosewood Manor stitch along, where I would do, or where the spring was in play. And, I just happened to look a little further. Guess what else I had? the autumn. This does not have the
Tip it towards the camera. The
Am I-
camera's way up there.
oh. Well, I'm still working on things here. Yeah, we got it closer. Now use it. So what we decided prior to videoing, that she is going to do the spring.
Not this.
No, you're still going to do that. You're still going to acquire that.
It's mine now.
But I'm going to, you're going to do the spring, and then I'm going to get the stuff for the autumn. And we're just going to stitch a little bit each week on this as our stitch along. If anyone wants to join us, they're older patterns, but they're beautiful. My gosh, Karen does a beautiful job.
Who's Karen?
Karen is the designer of Rosewood Manor.
Oh.
I've known her and her husband, Dennis, for many, many
Wait,
years.
we know them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's my puzzle friend. Remember, we
She
sent...
did this?
Mm-hmm. We do puzzles back and forth.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was her.
Yep. So,
Well, that's cool.
yeah. I think you may have even met her at the last show, but I know you wouldn't have.
One in St.
remembered.
Charles?
Yeah.
Probably.
So that's what we're going to do. Just for something fun, just the two of us.
It's a competition.
And then
She just
when-
doesn't know it yet.
And, oh no. And then when I pass away, you'll have a...
No, so that means we got to do
I
this
know.
twice because I can't have just 2 seasons.
That's what she said. She goes, is there a summer, is there a spring and a winter? And I go, yeah. And she goes, well, then we'll have to do another stitch along.
I have to have all 4.
Yeah. But I think this will be
Gotta
fun.
collect them all.
I'm going to welcome Stitchery this weekend, so I will find...
You are?
Yes, you
I'm
will.
not.
No, because you're going to a concert.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Oh, and for those that were inquiring, I'm going to see Brett Young on his world tour. And it's at a casino, so then I get to gamble too.
Yep. We went your dad and I went gambling. That was fun.
Casinos are fun. I'm a responsible gambler. I have a set amount of dollars. When it's gone, it's gone.
I too have a set amount of dollars, and when it's gone, I see how much your dad has left, and or I dip into the lunch money. And I hate to lose. I am such a poor loser. I'm so embarrassed of my own self. I hate... What the heck are you doing, Catherine Nicole?
Oh, drinking from my color-changing mouse or bunny rabbit straw.
It color changes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Well, 'tis the season for bunnies. Kind of looks like that Bucktooth Larry.
Oh, I almost went on my nose.
Yeah, that would have to be up there. Oh, you're a goof.
Don't
we
worry,
went-
you have one too.
Oh, dear. I'm using this one, but you bought me one as well. Oh, joy.
Sorry, I was just a little parched. Continue your story.
So he was having very good luck at the casino. Me, not so much. And
No.
I got a little sad. But we left. We went in, spent money, came back with more than money. So that was fun.
It's a nice way of saying that you lost and he won.
Yeah, but he won enough to cover a whole bunch of stuff. And then, so we had to go for a happy hour because he thought, oh, he was exhausted from all the winning that he needed a 2-for-1 restaurant.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah. So, anyways. Okay, so that's our stitch along that we're going to do. So
Yeah.
I'll have to get
And we're
stuff
not
for that.
starting until like Monday because you have to buy your stuff.
I have to get the
I have a
goods.
question.
Yes, ma'am.
Since this is the fabric that's been a little bit dyed,
Yeah.
when you use like the big rods, does that put a little bit of tension on it to make your holes better?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I borrow one of
Yeah,
those?
we'll set you up with a scroll rod. Yeah, she's never stitched on a scroll. You wouldn't want to hoop this. You certainly
No.
wouldn't want to nerge it because you'll be moving it.
Right.
And that would leave some
Because
suspense.
with the dyed fabric, sometimes those holes just bug me.
Well, they're a little bit tighter because they've been washed. So we'll have to do, I'm sure we'll do 2 strands because this is 28. Hers is 28 count. Oh, I'll have to do mine on 28 count or there'll be 2 different sizes.
I win.
That's all right. I don't mind 28 count.
I like 28 count.
So I don't know what you want to see. If you haven't figured out, we don't really have much of a program as far as what we do when. But
I'm a fan of winging it.
yes, this is the adventure of my life. We just wing it.
You know, it's fun to have structure, and there's
Yeah.
a time and there's a place, and this isn't it. Because we do more than just cross stitch. We do a lot of finishing, and I do a lot of things that aren't just cross stitch.
Yeah.
So, although I did not feature any of them this time.
Although she didn't bring any this time.
I was doing, like, I've been trying to catch up on some designing that I'm doing for people that have reached out and wanted, like, designs done. So I'm a little bit behind on those. But also, like, small business life sucks with taxes.
Yeah, she's in tax.
Someone might not. I kept books.
Yeah.
Which is
of.
like notes.
Yeah.
I have all the dollar amounts in like 5 different places. So.
Well, she doesn't have QuickBooks.
No.
Because she didn't think.
Because I'm winging it.
Yeah. Well, on that note, shall we wing it somewhere else? Let's see.
You want to see my biggest, most funnest thing?
Let's get the shock and awe.
Because it's just, it's here, guys.
So amazing. So
if you've been following along from the beginning, you know that I decided to stitch this. And I decided to stitch it in my own colors. And they are very bright and vibrant jewel tonies. So it's Cottage Garden Sampling. It's called Peacock Pincushion. And I also mentioned that I'm not a fan of finishing it as a pincushion. So
right. It'd be a very big pincushion.
I used, what count fabric was this?
She finally found something. I believe it was, I don't know.
It's called Sea Lily is the color.
Yeah.
It's green.
Yeah.
But it was like 28 count, 32 count. It's something.
It's all in the show notes.
Yeah, I'll put the notes on there. The notes are on the website for sure. But anyway, moving on. How's it look, guys?
Beautiful. Beautiful. I was apprehensive about a white frame. But when they came, the white frame made everything pop. And it fits her home as well as it fits the design. And it's beautiful. And the back, show how it's an easy finish on the back. Pop it in. It's a plate frame, correct?
It's not even a plate frame. It's just a round, 7-inch round wood frame.
Oh, I thought it was a plate
It's not
frame.
for a plate.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's why it has this back on it, is because it's just a picture frame.
Oh, I thought you main cut the back.
No, it's just a round. This is how it's supposed to look, like this. It's just a round frame.
Beautiful.
And so the frame came in a 2-pack. So if you are looking for a round frame.
And this would be perfect for Halloween things.
Yeah, this is, I had a little rough transit on the way here. So, oops.
Horse and buggy? Your truck blow away?
No, I didn't bring the okay to show basket.
Oh.
I put it all in my tote bag, and then this got, so anyway. Moving on.
It's an okay to show tote.
So this is the black frame, same back. It comes with a clear plastic. There's a film on it for protection. It's not glass, it's just plastic, which I didn't use in my finishing. I just insert word for did not use it.
She just didn't.
I was gonna say ironic.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you can't say that.
No.
So I just didn't use it. So it's just my fabric.
Beautiful.
Clearly I'm obsessed with it. That's why I keep showing you, and I haven't moved on yet.
That's okay. It's worthy. Beautiful, Catherine.
Okay.
And the frames are on her website under featured products.
Yep, I got them on Amazon. And so we have a featured products link on for Amazon to the storefront there and have it listed.
And did you do the opening? I know that was on your list of things to do yesterday. Do you know what the opening size is of the frame? You didn't see my thing I sent you?
Well, it just said to talk about the opening, and the opening was big enough for my picture, so I talked about that the opening was the right size.
I think there was a dash measurement on there. Oops. It's that damn reading thing.
Well, I think the opening has got to be 7 inches because the circle that I cut was less than 7.5 inches.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I winged it.
We could measure later and just kind of put that as a side note too.
Comma space. All right, well.
Well, I have things to show on the table.
Do you?
Yeah, I kind of want to, like, it's kind of like a trip down memory lane. Okay, now I finally took down my Valentine stuff and I springed the house. And let me tell you, I was exhausted. I'm like, you really like use your hands a lot when you pick stuff up. My hands and my arms and yeah. So it took me, what used to take me a day, took me 3. But it was so much fun because when I'm going through, I'm like, oh, I forgot I had that. So I'm just going to share some stuff with you. Might have been seen before. This is my favorite that I have hanging at the base of my stairs. I just think he's so bright and I just love him. And I'm like, who was that? Where was that? I don't know. Was it a Curtis Bowinger or Behringer? Was it a... Who was it? And you know what this Smarty Pants did?
That's me.
Tell them what you did. It's amazing.
It's just new to you. It's old news to the rest of the world.
No, there's a lot of senior viewers that will be amazed. So tell them what you did.
Okay, well, if you have a smartphone, then you have like a Google search bar. And in the Google search bar, there's usually a little microphone. And then next to it is this weird little square with a dot in the middle. If you click that, it opens up your camera and you take a picture of whatever, or you like hover over whatever you want to look at. And then you tap this screen and it brings you to a Google search of the image.
I did. So this is
Old dog, new tricks.
Mosey and Me Spring Rabbit Banner. Leaflet number 86 from 1998 is when I probably stitched it in 1999. I couldn't believe it. I just wanted to forget things so I could then do that and remember.
No, that's not how that works. So let's see here. It's on blue fabric.
It's on blue fabric over 2 threads, and I think the fabric is
blue.
Probably an 18 count, it kind of looks like. But anyways, Mosey and Me. I don't know if
your X's are very Xy. You did a wonderful job. I tried to be.
So there's that one. Then here's another one I couldn't remember, but I thought I remembered, and I did. This one is Trilogy is the pattern. Happy Bunny Day. A Trilogy, I think, were 3 designers that worked together back in the day, I think. Loved the block finish on that one. I just love that. And I'm like, I remembered that is so much fun. So that is out. Well, that's cute. Now it's on the kitchen table.
It was on display.
It was on display. And then...
Look how close I can get it.
I know.
Isn't that what everyone wanted?
Yeah, close.
But I make this weird face when I try to get close.
Then cover your face up with the piece. So we've got that one.
It's really trippy to have the camera and then the thing and then I'm looking at the wrong spot.
I know. I find myself looking at the wrong spot.
I'll try to be better.
This one... You want to hold this one up?
Yep.
This one is called by Brenda Gervais, With a Needle and Thread Easter Parade. And he's in the center of my mantle shelf downstairs with all sorts of ducks and chicks. And maybe we'll put an Instagram picture of that mantle because it turned out really cool this year. I kind of switched up
my
some
arms
of my
are
stuff.
still kind of sore.
What? Why are your arms sore, dear child?
I don't know.
You do too. Share.
Oh! I had big feelings this past 2 weeks and I did not have the mental capacity to do a lot of things. So I wound Floss onto bobbins.
You know all that floss she got for Christmas from Mona?
I did 300 skeins of floss. On bobbins.
She was the bobbinator. wild and
like I hold it in my hand, and then I like try to learn how to do it left-handed.
Yeah, she said, I can't, I've just got just a handful of floss.
I'm not like ambulindress.
Yeah, she goes, I'm not an ambibomber.
Ambulindress. I can't wind with both hands very well.
She's like, I don't know if I can finish these. I go, why not? Did you run out of bobbin? And she goes, no, I can't move my arm.
They hurt so bad.
I've got that in store because
days and days and days.
Yeah,
and
I told Mona and she goes, well, I bet you that took her a couple hours. I said a couple of hours. It took her a couple of days.
I did multiple hour sessions across multiple days to get it all done. But you got
them all done.
I did.
Yeah. So that was a good feeling because she had, you know, she's starting to put some new projects together, and then she'd have to go through all of those loose skeins to try to find the numbers.
It was not ideal.
Yeah.
I mean, I did have them separated into number chunks in I had that big box, and then I needed that box for something else. So I put them in a smaller box, and it was just not.
I'm glad you got that all done.
Well, my arms hurt.
I know. Well, I know.
But do we want to Instagram these pictures for people where these are?
You mean put them on it?
Sure, I like how I'm waiting for a response from the people. If the people want.
Yeah, we are.
I know that like people want Instagram. But I don't know what to put on Instagram.
And I don't know how to put anything on Instagram.
We're wearing matching bracelets.
Oh, mine's silver.
Well, they're the same brand.
Yeah. Here's my favorite. Boy, I digressed from that, didn't we? Hmm? Here's my favorite.
Ma, you can't hold things, so why do you try?
This is Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. It's in the compilation book, Jelly Bean Jubilee. Love it. Oh, I love it so much. And that is on that Heritage Hutch downstairs with little yellow chicks.
Look at that finish.
I
with
know.
The knob.
I just love it.
And I'm holding on to some feet down here.
So what I also, I'll finish. I think I have, nope, is that it of the Easter stuff? Yes. Oh my gosh. Just hold please. Hey Tom.
What?
Could you bring up that piece that's on the next to your keys? I forgot that. I've been trying to remember all of this stuff. The cross-stitched one, the tall one, next to where he puts his car keys.
He's gonna stomp up the stairs now.
Incoming.
Stomp.
Thank you.
Stomp.
Thank you. You're wonderful.
Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
Yeah, he goes, yeah. Here's another one. This one is called, oh, surprise. It's a With Thy Needle and Thread Madam Cottontail. And this one, I love the knob on it. Is so cool. It's a brassy looking, oh, isn't that cool?
That's a really cool one, for sure.
And this leaf is an actual trim that I found spooled up at the Hoblob.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I love her. She's up next
Her, the designer, or her, the bunny?
Both. As you can tell, I've got, 1, 2, 3, 4 Brenda Gervais, and I found another one.
Do we know her?
No, I've never met her, but she's extremely talented, and I can't help but think she's a wonderful person as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brenda.
For wonderful
Gervais,
designs.
for all of your designs. I have more than I want to admit at this point. I found another rabbit one that was already pipped up, ready to go. And I'm like, well, I don't want to start it now. Here, you can take that and just set it over there. Thanks so much.
Back down?
Yeah, if you're going down.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But he has popcorn.
I know.
Oh,
He's watching TV,
I
don't
want popcorn.
Not with we can't have popcorn with our stuff. We'll have it later.
No, but you can have popcorn with wine.
Yes, I heard that. So those are just some things I wanted to share because as I was decorating, I told you this. As I was decorating, I'm trying to find all my stuff, and I've got a couple of dressers downstairs that I set things in. And they're wrapped in tissue paper. And I'm like, oh, which one is this? And I can kind of tell by the knob distinction. And so you go, wrap, unwrap. I decided, I think what I'm going to do.
Imagine a light bulb. Bing!
Is I'm going to get like Valentine fabric. And I'm going to get fall fabric, and I'm going to get Christmas and some red, white, and blue fabric, and I'm going to make little drawstring bags to put all my
Genius.
finishes in.
Just a genius.
Then I won't be going, oh, what's in here? What's in there? I'll just go, oh, there's a heart one. That's
Must
something.
be for this season.
Yeah, because my dresser is like Jenga. This fits here, this fits there. I
that
might
would
have.
be Tetris.
Is that what it is?
Jenga's
Jenga's
really
when you
just
pull-
like 3 and 3, and there's nothing.
But if you pull one out, they all fall
Well,
down.
yeah, but Tetris is you got to fit them all together.
I don't even know the right game I'm playing.
Most of America doesn't because everyone says Jenga when I really think they mean Tetris.
Well, and you know, when Bella was little, she was going through those drawers downstairs in the entertainment center, and she goes, Grandma, I didn't know you had Tetris. And I'm like, oh, I didn't either. It must be your uncle's. And it was in there. That's a handheld game? Is that what that was? Mm-hmm. So that's my brainstorm, is I'm going to get fabric, and then I can easily distinctify, that's not a word.
Distinguish
one from another, and maybe it will take some of the tissue trauma away, because that's like...
And it's better for the environment.
Well, true. I guess it's reusable, sustainable. All right, so
eco-friendly.
That's what I kind of was working on, is springing.
You found a lot of fun stuff.
I did.
Can't wait for them to come to my house. Primarily that chick one. I tried to get that the first time you finished it. I tried to take it.
I love that. I just love
I was
the
like,
way it turned
this
out.
is coming home with me. And she's like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. So what have you been working on? Busy? She was busy.
I was something.
Yeah.
So, I have bags. So, I showed these last video, so 2 weeks ago, as I was thinking about doing them. Well, I did. So
Yes.
this is Lizzy Kate's Spring ABCs. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We can see it.
Yes.
Just a little guy. Just a little guy. Now, well, I did it. I started and finished it. It's the alphabet. It's not ironed. It's not stretched. It's just, I had to dry fit it. Is that, I had to dry fit it?
Yep, dry fit.
I had to test run it to see how big it needed to be because I got this at the 5 Quarter and More store. It's a little wood tray. And
is it food safe?
No.
Because I know mine was.
It's not food safe. So I think what I've come to decide is, so see how it fits just adorably in there?
Yes.
But I do have to iron it and stretch it just a smidge tighter.
Yeah.
And pin it and stuff. But I got this loops and threads fabric. I think we were at Michael's.
Mm-hmm. And little fabric samples there.
So I think I want to rig ruche it so it fills the bottom of the tray almost so it looks like it's nesting in the tray.
Brilliant.
I mean, I probably should have done like a green to look like grass, but I kind of like the yellow.
Yeah.
And then I got this paint because
we went on a field trip this week.
Yeah. I like to tell you all the things. It's called Matte Folk Art Linen is the paint.
She wanted the tray to be neutral.
I wanted it to just be like not a brown tray, not a white tray, like a linen tray.
Yeah.
It made sense in my little twisted brain.
Well, you do that's your adventure, and I think it'll look really cute.
Because I think it'll look really cute just kind of sitting, not like fully sitting, but like tilted sitting somewhere in my home.
Somewhere.
But isn't it kind of cute, guys?
Yes. Yes.
Woo, the crowd goes wild.
I think that'll be fun.
Oh, we can picture it like it's Sicily. See?
I think the yellow will
I
really
think the
bring
yellow
out.
will look good too.
Yeah, I do.
I
can't wait to see it done. Next episode, maybe you'll have it done.
That's asking a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'll totally do it. Because then hopefully I'll have my books done, with my taxes done.
Yeah.
And then I won't have anything to bobbinate. Do you want to see this one?
Yeah. Show that one too.
So the other one that I had...
Quick stitches, but she really enjoyed them.
I went ham at first. It was like crazy person. Oh, and that was on fabric was I think they were both 18 count. Is that 18 count, Ada? This was in the ivory.
Are they 18 or are they 14?
Oh, they're 14.
These are 14.
They're 14 counts. 14 count Ada. And that one's in ivory. This one is also a Lizzy Kate. And this one is called Sampling Easter.
With another alphabet.
With another alphabet. I'm caving, you guys.
Stay strong, Catherine. Stay strong.
Okay, but can you tell I'm doing cute alphabets?
Yeah, she just doesn't care for...
boring alphabets? I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the accessories that go with the alphabet.
The accents. And the accents of those samplers are houses, trees, and people, and that's what she doesn't care for.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Easter bunny and flowers.
I needed little things for my little decor.
Yeah.
I'm growing up. I need to decorate.
Yep.
I cut foam core. And this is on 14 count white Ada. I think I need a board. I'm going to use one of your boards. Is that okay?
Yep. Need clips or are you good?
I think I'll just hold it.
And this is, it's not pressed because it was folded for fitting purposes.
So this is my finished piece.
I like that the camera's closer.
Okay. And then it has a little charm. Do you see that little flashy bunny?
Yep. He's cute.
He's a charm. And I think it was cute. My X's are fairly good. I think that's something I'm trying really hard to do, is to not just do it to do it, but to do it well.
Yeah.
And that just sounds so cheesy, but...
No, it doesn't, because I find as cross-stitchers, sometimes we just cross-stitch to cross-stitch, and then other times you cross-stitch to cross.
It's like I'm trying to prove something to myself. Like, I can do it good. Not only did I do it, I did it well.
Yeah.
Darn it.
But, you know, sometimes if you're in a mood, you just want to sit and cross-stitch, and sometimes you linger with the stitches. Yeah. I think this is very therapeutic.
Oh, okay.
You maybe not so much.
It keeps me off my phone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have other things that go with this. I just packed it away. So then I got this at the $1.25, 5/4 more store, inflation.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to use this part. I cut this foam core to cover it, right? So, oops, this way. So pretend that's centered. And so you can see I'm just going to glue it onto it. But I want to cover it with this. This is a textured...
Oh, it's textured. I couldn't focus in on what it was.
Yeah, it's meant to look like linen. You can't really see the texture. Oh, maybe you can. Look at that. You can see it on the camera.
Wow.
I'm shaking, but it's a textured cardstock, and rumor has it, I might have to go to the store and get another one to practice. But you can Mod Podge this onto this, and then you can use a nail file to go like this and make a rough edge. So like you paint this white.
Yeah.
She's stroking out. She doesn't see the vision.
Do you have another piece of this?
Nope.
Oh, then I'd try it with a different piece of paper.
That's what I was going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to paint it white. Then you're going to Mod Pod that on there, and then you do the edge so it's not like a torn edge, but it looks, so you still get the shape.
Yep.
I watched a video. That means I know how to do it. Look how cute I am. You
are really something today. I think this is going to be
I brought the vibes.
You did. This is going to be... I'm just sitting here kind of preoccupied. I'm not sure if my neighbor's going to start his classic car up, or the other neighbor is going to do some Harley maintenance, or the other neighbor is going to start the lawnmower because we actually have a decent day here in Minnesota. Though. So that will tell.
But do you see the vision?
I do see the vision, and I think it's very creative, and I think it's going to be adorable. Cool. You know, with this, we weren't sure what color to draw. We did take a field trip today, or this week.
Today? It was not today.
And
Today's been not today.
The purples didn't match the alphabet. The orange looked Halloween-y, and it's like we drew that from the pink butterfly.
Yeah.
And I think...
And the pink's also in that one little egg, but I just...
And as you know, pinks don't match.
No.
Anything.
But this paper matched pretty good.
Yes.
If I couldn't find a pink paper, I was going to, look for a different one. But I went down a rabbit hole.
Oh, do tell.
So I have a lot of paper, similar to how like cross stitches have stashes of fabric and string and whatever.
Scissors and buttons and yeah.
Your girl's got a lot of paper.
I know you do have.
Because I make a lot of scrapbook pages and posters and whatever. And I got bins because the bins were on sale, and I had to organize my paper and look for pink paper. And so it was like literally an entire day.
I video called her yesterday, and she had this big fan of 12 by 12s all out. It was like 35 shades of brown. Like, well, you are set. If I ever need a brown piece of paper, you're
or
gonna get
literally any color.
Or blacks or the blues.
And I put them in Roy G. Biv order. So
what is a Roy G. Biv?
Roy G. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Oh, that's the rainbow colors.
No, it's Roy G. Biv.
Oh.
Isn't that what they call it? That's what I call it.
Well, I don't know.
So there's Roy G. Biv, and then there's red, orange, green, purple, blue, and yellow. From the commercial when I was a child. Moving on. Mom, why do you put me in these rabbit holes?
I don't know.
You just let me spiral.
Right now I'm just so confused. Okay.
You told me to come at a time, and I had coffee to do, and I had things to do, and so I was doing all my things. I'm full of adrenaline.
Yes, you are. I'm just thinking where we're going for an early bird dinner.
Ooh,
supper.
we get food out of this?
Yeah, every Thursday we have our guy take us out. So I would like to share with you what I stitched.
Oh, I wondered. I saw a pattern in there, and I was like, does she need that? Wow. You've withheld from me.
Yes.
Who are you?
Yeah, you have to put that on the back. I can hold it.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Tell me if I'm centered.
Yes, you're good.
Can everyone see? Okay, everyone. Can you see now? Can they see?
Yeah, up. There, right there. This is Owl Forest Embroidery Moon Deer.
Ta-da!
And I finished the green and started pinks, I think. I finished one leaf cluster and then
Wait, I want to see it.
I think I finished a green cluster, and now I'm doing the color that I'm using for the flowers.
Oh, you even rolled it up so some of it's rolled up already.
Oh, just a little tippy
goodness.
top. I'm using red pear for the color.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Because you color swapped on this one.
I sure did.
And the color conversion is on the website.
Yes.
Which is the I Got You Design Shop. And I have a link there for the Floss, Paper, Scissor videos that has all of our details in it.
Yep.
Very user-friendly. If you venture out, you'll like it, I promise.
So now my only issue is...
Do you need a tissue?
No, I have a tissue. The issue is...
You kind of got a mess over there. What is all that?
What the problem is I don't know. The Havana is what the brown is on there now. And the contrast, I chose Palomino.
I like the
word
Palomino.
Hank by Hank next to each other. I don't know if the Palomino is going to be light enough for a contrast. So I don't have it up here, but I also have the bee's knees. Is a little bit more gold.
How do you feel? How do these make you feel? How does this make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel like I feel, and I'm hoping you'll say the same thing, that the Palomino...
Is this?
Yes.
This is this.
Mm-hmm. So I think the Palomino next to it is not going to be enough contrast because the Palomino has a darkness to it that's similar to the Havana, where I think the bee's knees is a little bit more gold.
It really just depends on the lighting and the shadows.
Yeah.
So like similar to my hair, like if it's curly, it looks darker because there's more shadows. So I wonder what it would look like if it was stitched out in little X's. You know, a wise woman once told me that if you're not sure, you should just go to your salvage area, like over here, and make like a sample square. Like,
that's what you choose to listen to out of all my words of wisdom. I thought of that, but the thing is that it depends on where you are in the skein, how it's going to stitch out. And I just am not in the mood. I had to put two different areas.
She's not in the mood, ladies and gentlemen.
2 different areas I had to, counting. And I'm not in the mood to put it in and take it out. But I might, I don't know. That's why.
Do you like yours loosey-goosey on here?
Yeah, because I do sewing method. Because especially with my arm, I'm not going to stab and poke.
Got it.
So, yeah, I like mine loose.
It's really pretty.
But I like this for the scroll rods for the tautness of
you
it.
gotta let me know.
Yeah. So,
I think it's beautiful.
I just could stitch on that 24/7. I just really love it. But I'm going to have to make a decision now.
Look at how
on the
Xy those
gold.
X's are, guys.
I think I want to, because right here, down from this center thing, if you hold it up again, I'll kind of go down from here is where that other color is. Then I can roll it all up if I don't get that
Let me
in.
see that pattern.
See? It's there.
Yeah, maybe you should
But
do
yet,
the other one.
But yet the gold is also the main part of the deer as well. He only has one Havana leg. The rest would all be bee's knees. So I don't want it to be too yellowy. So that's why I thought I'm going to
I have an idea.
What?
Here it comes. You can do the bee's knees for the top part and then just do the deer in Havana and Palomino.
And Palomino. Well, and that's...
If you're already breaking the rules, go ham.
Well, that's why I bought the bee's knees, because I wanted to use those for the flower centers. I didn't want that. I didn't want
I think it'll be
them
pretty.
brown. So anyways, that's that. And then I'm like, well, now I can't stitch on that because I have to have something more to show you guys. So I got...
I think they would be happy just looking at me drinking water with my bunny rabbit straw.
Some perhaps.
I'm just kidding.
For some strange reason, God only knows.
Oh my goodness, you're still working on that? Aren't you done yet?
Okay, here's the thing. I found that I had this, and I'm like, okay. I did not remember
She gave herself rules.
that it was over 1. And I'm telling you, it's going to be hard not to put this on the fat chance pile. Because seriously, dude, I finished his hat.
You're on your own there, homie.
I finished his hat, I put in the greens, and I started the white.
That's a lot of effort.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the pattern. That's a lot of white over 1. And here's another thing.
Was this Lucy Beam's idea to do it over 1, or was this yours?
Lucy, you're in the clear. Lucy,
Well, she told you to do it over 2, and you were
I've never
going for 1.
I've never met the woman, I'm sure. As with Brenda, they are lovely women with beautiful designs. But Lucy has a head on her shoulders and said, stitch this over 2 threads. And I'm like, absolutely. I'm going over 1.
Heck, Mom.
I'm going to finish this. But
Okay.
when I was stitching the hat, now when I go over 1, I go
30 years from now, when you're dead, I'm going to have to figure out how to sew over 1? No.
Now, when you stitch over 1, I like to stitch right to left. And I go bottom to up. I'm making diagonal stitches. And then you diagonal them back. Because then you don't have the slippage underneath that non-vertical thread. So I'm doing that right with the black hat. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this and do this and do this and do this. And the way back was just like I was blind. I was just stabbing. This looks like a good spot.
If you're going to go from the right to the left, why wouldn't you go here to here, and then here to here, and then here to here, and then and do them 1 at a time? Then you don't have to go a second time.
I don't know. Because when you go over 1 this way and back again, it makes them stand up a little firmer. And you don't have that slipping thing. We could do a whole video on the vertical thread and the horizontal thread. But yeah, it was not fun. And I'm like thinking, even with my magnifier and my light, I'm just like, okay, we'll put it here. You know?
Wow.
And it was just like going blind. Stitching blind. But this is how much I got done.
So this is the Merry Snowman.
Yes.
On 28 count pushers, crewling, lapping loops. She's using the called for DMCs 1/1.
Yes, those are the stats.
Those are the stats.
And it could very well wind up in the fat chance pile. Because I don't know. I'm going to try to be a trooper and really work through it. But good Lord. Good Lord. So I gave it 2 nights.
And now it's going in the garbage.
No, it won't. It'll go in the... I think it will be really cute when it's done.
By someone else. I don't know about all that.
So what you got going?
I don't know. I got a.
Oh, those Dee made these project bags out of sugar sacks that I had gotten from my mother-in-law. She had this whole box of sugar sacks. And I washed them up.
And she put fabric inside.
Oh, the fabric's used on the inside. So
I used this bag.
Just beautiful workmanship, Dee.
To do
what did you
Words
start?
of Wisdom, Where I'm With Family by Pine Mountain Designs.
I didn't know. Oh, that's that pillow one.
This is, I could take it out of the bag.
Yes.
Ugh, the bag is shiny. So it's like a little pillow thing. And you'll see in a minute that it came all kitted together. And I didn't have to do anything. So I got...
Is this one you asked? How many stitches constitute a whip?
Yeah. So it's like a sleeve.
Got it.
And I'm supposed to stick a pillow inside of it when I'm done. So the pillow sticks out to the sides. It's like a bolster situation, I think. So anyway, this is what I've done.
How'd that work stitching like that?
If you do the sewing method, it's a lot easier than the pokey stabby method.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. So this is on some fabric that came all sewn together.
Does it say what it's on?
It doesn't mean I read.
You are apple tree.
I think it's probably like 18 count Ada in an ivory maybe. You gotta open it.
16 count Ada center in DMC colors.
So I got the bottom part of the R or bottom part of the E and part of the R.
That's a good start.
I like to start in the middle and I just wing it from there.
Yeah, well this you'd have to start in the middle.
I go where the floss takes me.
Fiber flow.
I just go where the string takes me, I will follow.
That's
so
cool.
I was working on that. So that's super fun. I don't know if you have a lot or not. I have 2 more things to show.
I have several things, but
how much time are we at?
Well, Grandma.
We're at 47 minutes.
Okay. We can actually see it.
Because I brought my glasses.
Because she uses them for driving, right?
Well, I'm supposed to wear contacts to see far. And I don't like to do that.
Oh. So then she needs glasses.
Only to drive. Because when I'm at home in my house, I don't need to see far. I know where everything is.
And the closer you walk, closer you get to it.
But she always asks me, how much time do we have? And I can't.
I can't see it, and I've got glasses on. So.
Okay, anyway, moving on.
Oh, this will be fun to finish. We've got a lot to talk.
This will be an adventure of its own. So, this is called 3 Leprechauns by Twin Peak Primitives. Leprechauns, 3 of them. I thought it was going to be a really, really big piece.
Not.
I assure you I should have read because it is not. I think we did... What is this fabric?
It's green 28 count lime green Belfast linen.
Yep. All of the words.
Yep.
I did not iron it.
Because it's hot off the press.
It's
hot off the hoop.
Hot off the hoop, and my exes are very exy.
She was so proud of her exes, as am I, especially when stitching with white. She goes, look, Mom, how good.
I'm going to get real close because look how good those X's are.
They are very good.
I tried really, really hard.
She did all the concentrating.
I think it looks good.
It's beautiful. I was really impressed because I struggle doing white, and I know there's certain flosses that lay better, but we were just DMCing it.
Look how cute he is.
He is adorable.
They're all really cute. I don't know. I think I'm really proud of this one.
And
I'm always a little bit proud. Like, I'm like, oh, I finished it. Like that. But this is like, dang,
buttons.
look how good I did.
We went through all the buttons. Yeah.
So we have some fabric.
Yep.
From when we went on our fabric store adventure.
Yeah, and I think we're going to do something with...
Were we pillowing it?
Well, we're either going to pillow it or foam core and foam core back.
We were going to do foam core front, foam core back, but we were going to have this on the front.
And we were going to have this on the side with a black band at the bottom, and then we went through buttons and we found lime green buttons.
So it'll be like this.
And we're thinking of putting a black band down here to tie in, and then maybe some black rickrack around the edge. I don't know. But
and then we have buttons.
Buttons. We have this kinds of thicker, but I didn't find another one.
No.
And then we have these green buttons. So
we might just have to go to that store again and see what kind of buttons they have.
Oh, maybe we could find some buttons there.
We could.
Yeah, in the 4 50-gallon drums. So yeah, that's going to be so cute.
I'm really excited if I finish this.
It's a good...
I feel so dorky that I'm like, look at how good it is.
But the thing is she's only been stitching just a year.
Yeah.
A little over a year.
They're just so stinking
and
cute.
They are cute. Yeah. Fun.
Look, Mom, I did it.
I know. I'm so proud of you. Twin Peak Primitives.
3 Leprechauns. And they, I was originally naming them while I was working on them, and then the spirit moved me that they're not going to be named.
They're not.
They're mysterious.
Yeah, well, because they have no eyes. They have no face.
No.
Nothing to be identified.
No.
Cute. Love it. I can't wait to work on that with you to finish it.
I don't have a promised timeline on when I will finish this. Cause
we've got a couple of things that were... Oh, I completely forgot about these.
I didn't. That's why I asked what you were working on.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, green button.
We've been working on finishing things. I've been moral support.
Yeah.
I swoop in for support every once in a while.
Okay, well, here's yours.
But I was very preoccupied.
And she had input.
She executed very well. I do have finishes in progress off camera that will be like a ta-da, it's done.
So much fun.
Ziploc bags are not my friend today. So,
this is the
story time. My mom was cleaning one day. If you're new here, this is backstory for you. And she found like 11 pieces that had been finished and just stuck in a thing somewhere. Yes. And then remembered, well, when she saw them, I called dibs and I was like, I want this. And she's like, well, good thing because I stitched it for you. It was just lost for a while.
Yep.
Here, I'll cover my face and it'll go into focus.
So I stitched the Tired Trio and she really liked that.
They're little slothy poos. So cute, right? And then, tell your story. Ta-da!
So we upped our wood game just a little bit, unbeknownst to my wood guy. He's like, you want me to do what now? We put a little arch on, which was a lot of math, but I had to stretch it and put the ruching on, the edging, so we knew how much of a wood reveal we wanted. So there was math, there was cardboard templates, there were compasses, dinner plates, lunch plates, cereal bowls, all sorts of things to do it. So we have 2 finishes.
Dad might be annoyed that I'm involved in these finishes now.
He had to deal with me. Now he's got you.
He's got both of us.
So that's how she wanted hers done. She did not want a knob on top.
And no feet.
And no feet. So that's hers. Now.
And then it actually comes home with me?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, now it is yours. So I did my sheep heap, which I do not have the pamphlet for. Can't find it. It also is Plum Street sheep heap that I had found, didn't know or remember that I did it. And I did mine. I'm just trying different things. So that's got lavender around it because there's lavender in the flowers, but the pinks were hard to match. I put mother of pearl buttons up on top, and I fell in love with that knob when I saw
There
it.
we go.
So that knob is just amazing, a quartz knob. And I had this fabric that I had found perfect on our field trip, and I was going to pillow it, but then I wanted to do a gray arch like yours. So
I wrinkled that when I was holding it.
So I just wrapped a band around it to bring in a different texture.
Can I show the back?
Sure.
Oh, look at that, guys.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So just a different way to do it. And then another thing I found that I didn't realize that I had that time was, that's what I was going to camera Google. This, I think, is a Bent Creek Zip It because it's a kit, because it's stitched with pearl cotton.
Ooh.
And I would never have done that. So this is this one.
Can we hold it?
Yeah. And that was a bear to cut the foam core. So these are, we're gearing up for the Easter egg shape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning about shapes, how to cut them, how to cut the foam core by hand. So this one, it's not a but piece, but it was a starter tester on how to do things different shapes with wood.
There's a learning curve.
And where this was a there was a learning curve. Yeah, it was a curve, all right, for all of us, my wood guy included. So when I ask him every morning, I say, so what are your plans for the day? And he usually goes, you're looking at it, just sitting in his jammy pants drinking coffee. Well, now when I say, what are your plans for today? He goes, well,
he suddenly has plans.
I was thinking maybe I go to Catherine's, or I was thinking, so I kind of know how to gauge my day. But I had to
learn to actually articulate what the plans might be.
On this next one that I've got cooking downstairs. I did
keep him a little bit busy.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I kept him occupied.
Yeah, with the motorcycle.
The motorcycle died.
Yeah. So he was working on that
project.
But I was thankful he's learning. We learned about you can't go 3 thick for something because the saw just doesn't cut the curve like that.
You do 3 thick for squares.
Yeah.
Not for circles.
No. So it's a learning process. Yeah. And I went out because I asked him, I need to find the center of this. Like math. I don't do math. How do you find the center of 5 3/4? Well, you do it on the calculator and it'll tell you, but like how many dits is that? How many? So he said, do you want to know? Because usually I bring it out there and he just does it. It's a secret. He said, if I tell you everything, there'll be no need for me.
Yep. That's his famous line. He said that to me since I can remember. Yeah. If I told you all my secrets, you'd have no reason for me to be around.
Yep. So he showed me how to find the center of 5 3/4. He says you just pick a number. Like if you go, and he had this cool ruler that he actually gave me. You go in 2.5. We know half of 5 is 2.5. So we went in 2.5 inches from each side and made a mark. He goes, now measure this and find the center of this by counting the dits.
You're a dit counter.
Yeah. If it's an 8-dit ruler or a 16-dit ruler, you find the center of that. And that made sense to me. So I said, okay, will you mark it? Just do it.
Now that you did all that hard work, can you just mark it for me?
But he explained it to me because, I want to know, then I won't be asking him as much. Not like he doesn't not care, but what we're working up to finish is this as the granddaddy. Yeah.
Drum roll. I'm not a good drummer.
This is Satsuma Street.
We like them.
Oh, we do. I stitched this well over a year ago. I have a brilliant thing in mind that is not going to be, I think, easily executed, as I'm now finding out. But look at this. The colors are so amazing. It's called Egg Hunt by Satsuma Street, and it's stitched on
green fabric. Oh my gosh, we use the word green fabric a lot.
I know, and I stitched it so long ago, I don't have
like a cheat sheet for it.
Maybe it's what it called for. I threw away my working copy. The egg template is going to be a nightmare. So we have to get an egg shape. Yeah, I will try to get that up on the website, the color, but it's all the stitched called for fibers, which are DMC. They're just DMC colors. But the way that she uses, Jody is the designer, she uses those colors. They glow in person, don't they?
They really do.
Just glow together. So all this beautifulness.
The colors really complement each other well. I noticed that with I did 2 Satsuma Streets, and you did that.
The skulls.
Yeah, they all just, the color combinations are stunning.
But the thing is now, try to find a ribbon. These colors don't exist in Ribbon Land.
No.
No. Or Spoolville, or whatever you want to call it. They don't, because we have been to several craft establishments. And I can't, you are being silly. So, this is what I wanted to have it done for this episode. Not something you can rush.
Yeah, you can't rush.
Nope.
You can't rush it.
Nope. It'll, when it hits, it will hit. And I've got many things.
It's really nice.
And I just can't wait, because it's a substantial piece for me. And I do not want this to be a but speaks. I want this to be finished and to the point where I want to keep it out all year round.
Well, and you can.
Yeah. Because I just
think... Because, I have rabbits that live under my deck. Rabbits exist outside of Easter.
Well, I know they do, but
so it's perfect.
Egg-shaped things usually are correlated.
Well, it's just like an oval.
Yeah.
It's
I can't wait.
It's a squatty oval. It's perfect.
I can't wait. But like I said, you'll have to, because it hasn't moved me yet. And then, okay, well, let's talk about the adventure we took.
Which one?
Well, we went to a couple thrift stores immediately after.
I got a really cool, really big, vase picture thing.
Yeah, that she didn't even know she had to have.
I didn't know that I needed it.
I know.
It spoke to me.
And she's like, oh, this is so cool. I go, we got to get that. She goes, no, we don't. And I go, so I had to convince her through the whole
It was $8.99.
It's huge. It's this beautiful, marbly, it's so cool.
It's really cool.
Her. And then I saw this. Now, I know I've seen on social media that they take these little jewelry box things. Oh, look at this! Look at there. Oh, look. That they take.
It's weird.
They take these. Look, this has a trap door.
Oh, there you go.
This even has a little bag that comes off.
What?
Yeah.
Was there money in it?
No, there wasn't money.
You never know what you're going to find at a thrift store.
What they do is they take out the jewelry thing. That's where your scissors will go. Yeah. And then...
look at the ceiling.
And they, kind of zhuzh it up with fabric. However, this is like brand new.
Yeah.
And it's got a neutral lining.
There might be no zhuzhing.
I know. I was thinking I just would go to the jewelry store and buy a ring.
I'm just gonna go buy a ring. I got this really cool case
at the thrift store.
So I'm gonna buy a jewelry ring to put inside of it.
Yeah. So we'll see. TBD, is that what you're saying? It'll either be shown next time finished for a Stitcher's box to travel, which I don't travel.
Or with a new ring.
Or with a new ring. Gotta wait for the swelling to go down in my hand. But we had so much fun.
I'm not wearing my ring.
We got so many cool red things. Oh, just hit it, jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
got really cool stuff.
Yeah, I got a big red crock with a... So if you see on Instagram a big red pot with a chicken on it, you'll go, oh, that's what she got.
That's from the thrift store.
Yeah. And I got that red plate. It looked like a quiche dish. It's like a quiche dish that you would make quiche in. Because it's scalloped like a flower, like a big flower. You couldn't make a pie in that.
Why not?
So anyways, And we saw it and got it, and it was a sticker that was half price. So we got the 2 pieces for $4.99, flawless. No, in fact, they were taped together. We didn't know if we were going to open it up when we got home and have dirt inside.
We had no idea what was inside,
or if it was going to be all chipped or have a big crack or a big stain. But I thought, I don't care.
No.
So, but it's flawless, and we did the Google search. It's like an $85
That's a
piece.
good find, for
It
sure.
was.
And it was half price sticker.
I know. Now, on the gold shows that my guy watches, he would call that a top pocket find.
Ooh.
It was really cool.
You know what else I found at that thrift store? I really wanted to be... I wanted to be a corn plate, you know?
Oh, my gosh.
So, my friend, my best friend, her kids were on spring break. And they kidnapped me to go on a field trip with them. And so we went to this Color Me Mine. It's like a ceramics place. Then you go and you can you pay a studio fee and you can use all their glazes, brushes, everything. And then you pick out the piece that you want to make. Well, I was hoping it would be done being fired by now, but it's not. But they had corn plates there.
From the 70s and ceramics.
And I wanted, you eat your corn on the cob on it. I was like, that would be fun, but I'm not going to make just one. And whatever. So I just said to her, I'm like, I really wanted to be one of those corn plate people.
And I'm like, seriously?
We saw some at the thrift store, and she's like, I have a set of 8 that I made in ceramics in my youth. And I have a set of 8 plain white ones. And I'm like, Julie.
I have 4 ceramic ones that I
exaggerated.
made, and I have 8 vintage ones. And so we found some.
I've wanted to be a corn person my whole life, and she's withholding corn plates from me.
Can you imagine when you're going through my stuff when I'm dead, which we talk about all the time, and you're going, she held out on me. So we were at the thrift store, and there were these 2 really cool, nicely done yellow plastic, like Melmac plastic, really nice heavy plastic ones. So she got
now I
those.
can be a corn tray person. I really just wanted to be corn season. So you found that really cool red thing, and I found corn plates. It was fabulous.
And then after that, we went to lunch.
Did we?
Yeah, we limped through the parking lot. We got in my car.
We didn't limp.
None of the electronics on my car. When we started it up, she pushed the button, and the screen was blank.
It didn't start the screen.
No.
And I was like, what did I do? You don't realize how much you miss analog gauges until you don't have digital.
Yeah, so we didn't know how many MPGs, that's miles per gallon.
We could see how many, RPMs, and we could see that we had gas.
Yeah.
Because those are actual things, but...
Gauges. Nope, it was gone.
Gone.
So we panicked, of course, and then we called Tom and we told him, and he's like, bummer. And I'm like, well,
figure it out.
So the Lian Chin's was right, it's a Chinese restaurant, was right in the parking big area. So we kind of drove. And when we got out of the car, or stopped the car, I said, okay, here's the deal, Acadia. We're going to go and have lunch. And while we're in there eating, you get your
shit together. Because when I come back out, I can't deal with this car crap. You've got to, you're going to be on. So we went into Lian Chin's, and Mom ate with chopsticks.
For the first time.
In her whole life.
Yeah.
With her new thumbs.
Yeah. So that was fun. I must admit, I had Asian noodles and orange chicken and an egg roll. And I did kind of Italian style my with my chopsticks, which if you just go, you twist them up, and then you got a big wad. She switched to a fork because she had rice, and she goes,
I was not succeeding with the chopsticks and the rice.
No.
It was...
And then, so we're just chatting about all sorts of stuff, and she kept saying, can't believe you're still eating with chopsticks.
I'm surprised you didn't give up sooner. She ate the whole meal with her chopsticks.
I impressed myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun.
And the car did resolve its own issues.
Yeah, we get out in the car and we get in, shut the doors. She hits the button and the GMC lights up and glows, and we're like, oh my God. So I guess maybe it just needed a talking to, but that would
needed something.
That would not have been good. So yeah, so that's our What else do I have? Oh, do you
I
have? You
have
show
this.
what you have. Oh, another bag. Show the
Oh.
bag. That was a sugar sack as well. Beautiful. Can you imagine your sugar coming in that?
Nope. My sugar comes in a paper bag.
Beautiful.
So, and this one has this pretty fabric on the inside. Anyway, I matched it to this. So I'm doing French Country Crown by JBW Designs.
Another very talented woman. I know Judy as well.
So I'm doing that. And I took a little bit of the creative liberties, and I'm actually doing this twice. So you might see it more than once and be like, I thought she finished that. And just in case I show it again. So I got 32 count Peoria Purple by Weeks, and it's hot from market. And I'm doing it with the color white. Do you have a poster board, or did you get rid of them?
Oh, no. Where did I put them?
I don't know. You took them away. You said, I'm done with you.
No.
Did you throw them on the floor?
No, they're right here. I just put them under my... They got moved with the egg hunt. Sorry.
So I'm doing it in white. And I only have a little swan done.
That's when she said, how many stitches constitutes a whip? I said 10.
Well, I got more than 10 because I got the swan.
Very nice.
And it's going to say... Whoa.
I'll hold it.
There you go. To the queen.
Do I have to hold it in front of my face?
I don't know. Anyway, so that's how far I got on that. Just a little bit into it. So I started in the middle on that one too. And so I'm doing them with the purple, with the white
That looks
string.
like that's on your board. That same
It's very
shape on your
similar.
board.
My board only has one whoop in the middle.
Oh, okay.
And then the pattern actually comes with the French translation of the queen, so you can do it. Do
I have to disappear?
Maybe. Cover your face with. Oh, there you go. Go away. Nope. Hard pass. Anyway, there it is. So that you can. Mine's gonna look more like that because I'm doing purple with the white. And then,
are you going to do to the queen or the other word? French or English?
I think I'm going to do to the queen for my own self and do the French word for the one for Justine.
Oh, for the shop model for Justine.
Yeah, I think.
And she wants it on purple as well.
Yeah,
white?
I have both fabrics.
Okay.
Hers is right here.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Way cool.
So I started that one too. Again, didn't get very far, but I just wanted to. I did a lot of other stuff.
Oh, yeah, life. So, life is always there.
Well, I stitched both of those Easter ones.
Yeah. I stitched...
Oh, and I'm using a purple pencil.
A purple colored pencil as well.
Because I color on my chart as I go along.
Oh, okay. And in the purple bag. Love it. I think it's so beautiful.
I think so too.
That'll be fun. I only have... a few things. Oh.
What?
Never fear.
The mouse is here.
Maggie's here.
It's a mouse. It's a bunny rabbit. I don't think I'll ever get over that.
I don't think so.
That can be my dead horse of stitching.
Maggie May.
Should have been a mouse.
And I got her
cute
sweater done.
Since it's a bunny, I'll drink from my bunny cup.
I got her sweater done. Stitched in called for fibers because I'm playing the game. Yeah, so now I finished that, and I could have just stitched on her and the moon deer. But I thought, no, the sweater was a good stopping point, and now I will start her dress. I had to put her hands in because you could not have hands. So yeah, tonight I don't know what I'm going to do. If I'm going to start the dress or if I want to... Oh, I'm doing this too.
Mother!
Okay, I told
What's
myself...
happening out there?
Some kind of construction.
Whoa, that's
some
a
kind
really
of big truck. I told myself...
What happened?
I kind of lean forward. I told myself that...
Get me back in the video here, guys.
That when I start something new, I have to finish something from my archive. Mm-hmm. So I went through the archives and I found this. This is called From the Blue Flower, Language of Flowers, the Lupine.
Oh, you love lupines.
Yeah. On the way up to my dad's up north, he lived up on the Iron Range. In the ditches along the road, they would have these gorgeous lupines. Lupine, I call them lupins. And the saying is, the laughing hours have chased away the night. And I just love it. And we do have lupin in my garden, several. And wherever they were hard to start.
Yeah.
And so wherever they come up, that's where they stay. Other things in my garden, if you're planted over here and you come over there, you're out. You
grow where you were planted,
yes.
Or you're going in the yard waste.
Well, no, sometimes I put them over with their friends, and if they take, they take. But I don't want like a coneflower coming up in the middle of, a lower thing. I know you do, but I'll move the coneflower, and if it survives, then fine.
I've been waiting like 5 years for my coneflowers to do what you don't want them to do at your house, and they just won't do it.
But wherever a lupin comes up, we cage it because it's rabbit bunny food. Mm-hmm. We cage it, and that's where it can be. If it's in the middle of the path, there it is. Because
step over it.
I just love them, and they have great sentimental meaning to me.
Lupines to you are what wild daisies are to me.
Yeah.
Because I love those little suckers. They're just the little ones that they're kind of scraggly looking according to flower people. But my grandma had them. Mm-hmm. And I love daisies. And I like that they just show up wherever they want. And I just let them take over. She's like, what are you going to do when one just shows up in your yard? I said, let it grow.
And Tom mows around.
My dad mows my lawn for fairly all the time. I'm not even going to try and pretend like I don't know. He mows my lawn. And one grew in the middle of my yard. And I said, don't you dare.
And he
mowed around it.
All summer.
It was just right in the middle. It was so pretty.
Yeah. I thought, okay, I'll tell you the stats. Oh.
You should have had some coffee today.
I should have. This is stitched on 36 count affogato linen by 5.
What?
Yes, I always used to call it avocado. Affogato linen fiber on a whim with the called for dinky dye silks.
Silk?
Feel that.
Oh, thank you.
No,
I have lotion on.
It's better to have lotion on than not because it snags. But these are the colors. There's only 4 colors that are used in that. And it is stranded. It is not stuck.
It's so pretty.
Not like stuck
it's
somewhere.
It's stranded on the side. I was thinking that.
It's stranded.
My squirreliness is distracting to you, so.
And you use one strand. So it is challenging, and I am using that one strand loop method. This is kind of like the halfway mark. I've got this big daddy over there to go all the way up. Ooh. But last night I just
where's
worked.
The pattern again?
Last night I just worked on. Oh, there. We're worried about the motorcycle, the classic cars that are being washed, or a lawnmower. Well, it is now what?
No, Mom, it's Thursday and it's 1:45. It is not the first Wednesday of the month.
First Wednesday of the month. Why are the tornado sirens going off?
With the severe weather, so not everybody does that. So in our town, when there's severe weather, they set off they practice alarms the first Wednesday of every month at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
And it's Thursday in the afternoon.
At 1:45.
I was trying to, and my phone just started ringing, so I thought maybe I was getting the text notification, but it wasn't.
So who knows why we have our civil defense sirens blaring, right? And of course they're mounted on the telephone pole right down the street from us.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. So do we need to duck and cover?
I don't know. Meteorologist Tom, are we in danger? He's not listening.
I think he went outside to the shop.
Probably should figure out what's going on.
So that, boy, never a dull moment around here, is there? So.
Oh, my poor dog.
Yeah, our dog never liked it either. But I thought it's not Wednesday, it's Thursday. Oh, for Pete's sake. So I think that's all I've got. Well.
No, you don't.
I know.
Mom.
Okay.
You were like, as many times as I've spoken to you this week, you've been like hush hush about your little pile of goodies over there.
Finally found the Woolen Flax Company.
Who are they?
That's that picture that Leslie from Fat Cat Flossing showed on social media that I have looked at before, and I wanted it so badly for in Bella's room, but I don't have any wall space.
Oh, we talked about this.
So I'm stitching it as a pillow. However, when the pattern came, I actually read, and in the reading words, it says that the faces on several of the things are done over one. So then that would not work if I did it on a 14 count or a 10 count to make it bigger for a pillow. So I think I decided on like a 25 count or a 22 count linen over 2, so you could do that over 1 without having to puncture the weave. Now, with all that being said, I kind of wanted to go with like a pale blue because Bella's room is blue and pink.
Yeah.
And this has pink. But if you look at the
there's
pattern,
blue in the clouds.
Yeah, but the clouds are surrounded by white. So the blue clouds surrounded by white. Put the photo back up there.
I'm not sharing with the clouds.
But see the humps of green down below and then the humps of green up by the house?
Okay, now cover your face so it can go in focus.
The rest of that is the fabric shows. So I don't want blue down in between my things, between my grassy area, so I have to go with the neutral. Am I thrilled about having the neutral with a pillow, or am I thinking too matchy-matchy?
You're trying too hard.
I'm trying. Thank you. So,
I forgot we were videoing. It's okay, Mom. Whatever you think is right. You just do what the spirit moves you.
No, you're trying too hard. Thanks for that reality slap. But the thing is we're going to Welcome Stitchery this weekend.
You are?
Yeah. My husband and I are going. And we're going, then I'll pick out fabric. And this is on my thing. I've got the fibers pulled. And again, I'm using the DMC. However, I think for the... How long are they going to blow those sirens?
No, that's so unusual.
Yes, we may just perish right here.
No, we won't.
The greens, I'm going to go with Weeks, Guacamole, and Moss. And the house, I will probably do as well with the Weeks because I want them to show the variegation. Well, kids, good thing we're towards the end of our video because that's just really annoying.
That'd be funny if we're like all distraught about it and they can't even hear it, but I don't know how you couldn't. I did send a text to ask if we're in danger, but I haven't heard a response.
He's probably like in the bunker right now.
He is. We don't have a bunker. What is this?
This is the stack of... Thank you.
Look at that.
A stack of corgis. Corgi caboodle.
Did you want to do this for the neighbors?
Yes, I want to do that and then just place it anonymously on their step.
That is so cute.
They watch.
What if they're secretly crafters and they know what you do and they just don't know?
I don't know.
Oh.
And then I found when I was going through all my stuff. Oh, this is by Manny Didani. And it's a little... Manny Didani.
I did something by her.
And it's a little needle fold with stuff inside, a little accessories, little sewing set, it says. Lady and the Swan sewing set. I'm going to find fabric for this when I go. Because here's the little pins that aren't in focus.
There, now they are.
And here's a hand-painted bobbin.
Oh, that's cute.
And I just thought that would look so cool. So I'm going to take this with when I go so I can find some fabric.
This one is, the pictures are so small and there's so much going on in them.
Yeah.
It's hard to show what it is, but it's beautiful though.
Yeah, I just thought, I've had this for a very long time because when we did the shows as the day would wind down and people were going down to happy hour at Embassy Suites down below, then Tom would stay in and man my booth while I would go and shop. So I had gone and got that a long time ago. And I really would like to stitch it.
I think that's fun.
2016, it was copyrighted. So, well, that is it. Boy.
Is it?
Sirens and all.
What, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, it's over?
It's over. I hope you enjoyed visiting with us.
I'm sorry I was a little bit extra.
That's all right. I like extra.
Me too.
Well, we don't see each other. Oh, we've seen each other a little bit more lately.
A couple times.
Yeah. So I don't know what the adventure. You're going to a concert. I'm going to Blue Earth for the day. They're having the Stitch and BE, so that will be at the shop. Yeah. And Tom is going to do like man stuff on the...
He's got a bro date with his buddy.
Mona's husband, they're going to do some...
guy stuff.
Yeah, out on the... It's not a farm, but it's acreage.
Guy stuff.
Yeah. So we're going to do the stitchy stuff. So I'm really excited about that.
I'm going to do the music and wine stuff.
Yeah, and gambling. I see this necklace and you know what it reminds me of?
No, but I bet you're going to tell me.
Yeah, it reminds me of in Outlander when Claire wore that necklace that turned color when she was around poison.
Wow.
Yeah, mine hasn't
Is
turned.
yours turning color?
No.
Must not be poisonous.
Or mood. But it reminds me of that if any of you watch Outlander.
Do you know mood rings still exist?
Yes.
My friend got a mood ring.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Mine would probably
We all tried it on. It was fun.
Mine would probably be smoking the whole time. But, I don't know. Are we going to do anything fun? I don't know what adventures. Oh, we're going to do finishing, and we're going to do a couple days of collaborating at her house on the computer.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff in the works that I need some final execution advice from my mother.
Yeah.
And I need your expertise on quilt square placements because I need to finalize that design.
Yeah, she was working on that. It's all over her family room floor. So.
I did pick it up.
Did you?
Because I got the final size count of how many squares I needed to cut for the backing of it because I'm doing like a normal quilt back on the rag quilt front, right? So, and I had to do a pattern. So I got all that figured out. I got it all cut. I got it all ready to like heat bond the ones together, and then I need to put them in order so I can sew them. Okay. But I need advice. I just can't make the decision on my own.
Okay, I'll help you with that. Our anniversary is on next Friday.
Ours meaning yours and Dad's. I'm like, we have an anniversary?
40,
wouldn't that be my birthday?
45 years.
It's a long time.
Yeah. Survival rate.
That's a long...
And then, of course, Easter. We wish you all a happy Easter.
Oh, yeah.
A blessed Easter. That's in there. Got to get our food
Easter,
ready.
if that's what you're into.
Yep.
Happy Bunny Day if you're
that's
not.
That's what you're into.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Yeah. And then we'll be back in 2 weeks. I think we'll be all ready to... got to get my clicker. We'll be all in the 2 week thing. So, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe and,
leave a comment. We like to chit chat.
Yeah, we like the comments as well. So, thank you very much, and we'll see you very soon. And have a happy spring.
Bye.
Bye.